Franklin Preston, guys. I'm a musician. I travel. I've done a lot of things. I won't go into any deep, histories, but I guess I'm a street survivor and a world soldier. It's sad to see, the fear in the people down here with this corona thing, Some people are just, if you speak to them, they just almost jump out of their skin. But people want, 16 to 25 foot of space. A lot of space. And anybody that even sniffles or looks like they've got to cough, is just like whistles and bells. I heard a guy coughing, practically ran. So then you got people, some like myself, who, put what money they have to get here, and now it's stuck. I've been in the street for 30 days, but it's nothing. I'm just a lump in the road. I know how to get straightened down. Nobody wants to come in the proximity of the least of these out here, up by an arch. You got crazy people, some have been kicked, out of institutions, they're mentally unstable and they're on drugs. So it's just a winding circle up there that just keeps getting tighter and tighter. Because I guess people are just coming here and just making a home, just right in the street. And I've seen, some people who, they're chronic. They'll never go in. They'll stay in the streets of the day they die. And that's sad. And I think everyone deserves, if they truly, want to have home, to have a home. Katrina and the waves that lighten things up. We got that situation going on. And, I don't know how many people are down in Austin, but a pandemic, the only way you can really control it is to control the people. They put up lights and cameras, remove benches and everything, all within the space of a month. I guess the eventuality is they want to move the shelter and get the homeless as far away from downtown, to, I guess, damage control. Well, a lot of people, I hear this Trumpism. Donald Trump was invented long before he became president. He was invented by the mass media markets, the consumers, people who like, the woo, the Ric Flair and things, They got channels devoted to nothing but Trump. Donald Trump all the time, on the hour, every hour. They're looking for the guy to make a mistake, so that sets up a big problem for us politically, in this climate that we're having right now. You got so many misdirected things and distractions, and from the one episode of this to another episode of that, I think people have probably gotten newsworthy now. They know fake news.
Yeah.
We know who the real news is. The news sensationalists, Fox and CNN. Donald Trump, he was a man when he went in. He's a man in there, and he's going to be a man when he gets out, Or somebody, whose motives are skeptical at best. Because, hey, he's not going to the poorhouse when the deal is done. He could always take up residence in Russia. Even Clinton's got investments abroad. Yeah. The Bushes, all of them. They own real estate in foreign countries. And that's what I think that this pandemic thing could do, to our country. It could make us go inside and get cabin fever, act crazy. I haven't really been watching TV, and I know how the media hypes things up. It's gonna get you. Oh, it's coming over the hill. Watch out, It's coming, it's already here, And it just has people, just standing up on their tippy toes like, black cat fever, Eyes big and shaking and scared. What can you say, All you'd have to do is have 10 people running around telling stories and, just like hyping it up. And then you find, some people who just love, sensational stuff, And the next thing you know, they're making a couple of people have it that don't have it. And they got them by the neck, dragging them to a place somewhere. God forbid mass anarchy. That's the fear that could take, hold. People don't just keep some common sense, Hey, guys, resist the fear of catching it by talking to someone you don't know. Just use common sense. I think that we're strong. We're strong enough to resist the mass media. Resist it. Be nice to people, I have faith in the guidance of those above, because it says, you can't, really put your faith in man, but you do, want to ask for, God's, wisdom to be, on these people, because they could screw us up if they were, in a bad kind of way. And if their soul was sick. There's a lot of suffering in the world. And anytime sickness comes into the picture, it doubles and triples people. You never know what people are going through anyway. And so with that on board, have a heart, guys. Have a heart. There are promises in the letter. God wrote them for us a long time ago. They're not getting older, they're just getting better. Jesus, he really wants us to know. Bring us this far, then leave us. Teach us to swim, then let us drown. Didn't build a home in heaven, you moved away. Didn't lift us up, let us down. He won't let us down, let us down, let us down. He won't let us down.